The next drill I'm going to show you is actually based on the sit-spin. And for those of you who skate, you know that sit-spin is done in what we call the shoot-the-duck position. Sit-spins are one of the more challenging spins for older skaters and adult skaters to learn simply because of the knee bend and balancing in that deep knee bend on the ball of your foot. Definitely one of the biggest differences when you're gliding compared to when you're skating is that skate. You know, you're on a heel, like I mentioned, that's about this high, and so your weight is on the ball of the foot as you're doing a lot of these gliding movements. So for the sit-spin drill then, what we need to get used to is getting into a deep lunge and using what we call our diamond arms. So typically what I would do is I just start off getting them into a deep lunge, okay? And by deep, I mean deep. Chest is to the thighs, arms in front. Knees and hips are about a 90-degree angle here to the floor. That's what a good sit-spin position would look like. So we start them off just doing a double leg squat, coming deep. We would bias it over to one side, which is more like how a sit-spin is done. It's really a one-leg squat. And then finally, after we've done a few of these bias squats, we'd start to add the sit-spin feature, which is sliding the opposite foot out, like so. Now, when we actually do a sit-spin, the foot is off the ice, so we have to learn how to get very strong through our hip flexor to hold our leg out there in this position, okay? The hip is externally rotated, the toe is usually turned out to the side or pointed up. And sometimes we will do our sit-spins in what we call a cannonball position, which is with the forehead all the way down to the shin. So getting that deep lunge or that deep squat is critical. So after we've gotten to the point where we can slide out, then the critical balance piece, lifting your foot, lowering your foot, and coming back in. And often with my skaters, I'll take them down into that deep sit position and have them hold for up to 32 counts, which, for those of us who are familiar with our phrasing, at 128, a 32 count frame is 15 seconds. So let's try these drills with some music behind it. So we're just on our discs again, just a little toe ball heel to start with, as I typically like to. And again, this is muscular endurance after we've done our cardio section typically. We'll start by a squat down and up, using those diamond arms, getting deep into the legs, and again, remembering weight is on the balls of the feet, not in the heel at all. There you go. And then we're quickly going to bias it over to your right side, so we just take it all the way down. That opposite foot's just down for a little support. Good job. We'll do 4 more here. That's it. Strong through the body, abs stay tight the whole time. Excellent. Back to both feet again, squat and center. Ready. Strong through the body, abs tight. Chest stays lifted the whole time. Chin stays up the whole time. Audience is up there. 2 more. Okay. Let's bias to the left. Nice and strong. Okay, just 4 more like this. Okay, going back to the right side, we're going to add the slide out, like so. Slide and lift. Okay, so you got that external rotation as you're sliding your foot out. 4 more. Woo. Last 2. Get low. Now switch sides, same thing, but the other side. So for me, this would be my back sit spin. Going. As opposed to the forward sit spin, for those of you who aren't skaters. Okay, back in the center, toe ball heel here. Just a little recovery. Depending on how many reps you do, it can get pretty fatiguing. Now before we end this one, I'm going to show you this last layer, which of course is with the balance challenge. Love this one. Okay, it looks like this. It slides, we lift, lower, and up again. And I typically will keep this on one side, just to keep it easier to accomplish. 1 more. Switch sides for me. Lift it, and up. Come on down. Lift it. Let's just do 2 more to demonstrate. And 1 more. Okay, and then of course this is my challenge. Down, hold it. And then we can hold it, oh I don't know, how long? As long as you can, right? And that's basically our sit-spin drill. The lower you can get, the deeper you can get with good form is ideally what you're working toward.